What could possibly bring a man like Hyun Bin to tears? Just 5 minutes ago, the beloved actor broke his silence with heartbreaking news about Son Ye-jin. As fans reel from the shock, his parents have stepped forward with an emotional response that no one expected. Join Red Carpet Revealed as we uncover the full story. Right now, what could bring one of South Korea's most admired stars to tears? Just minutes ago, Hyun Bin, beloved globally for his talent and charisma, released a heartbreaking statement about his wife, actress Son Ye-jin. The emotional message not only stunned fans but prompted his parents to release their own rare and moving response. What happened behind closed doors? Why is this moment so significant? Let's uncover the deeply personal story that's now shaking the world of Korean entertainment. It all began when Son Ye-jin stumbled across a string of deeply hurtful and malicious online comments. These weren't your average celebrity criticisms. They were personal, brutal, and specifically targeted the love and marriage she shares with Hyun Bin. Despite their fairy tale romance, which captured millions of hearts since Crash Landing on You, some netizens have continued to harbor resentment and negativity toward their union. According to close sources, Son Ye-jin had been unusually quiet for days before the public learned the truth. Behind the glamour, red carpets, and endorsement deals, she was battling waves of emotional distress. The actress, known for her poise and grace, reportedly broke down in tears after reading the comments. For a woman who has long handled public scrutiny with professionalism, this emotional collapse marked a turning point. Hyun Bin, devastated by what his wife endured, decided to go public. In a message shared on his official fan community, Hyun Bin wrote, "It pains me to know that the person I love is suffering because of words that should never have been spoken or typed. We are human, too. Please, before writing, remember that your words reach real people with real hearts." This powerful message quickly went viral. Within minutes, hashtags like #ProtectSonYeon and #WeLoveHyunBin started trending across platforms. Korean netizens and international fans alike began flooding social media with messages of support and outrage. But perhaps the most unexpected part of this emotional whirlwind came from Hyun Bin's parents, known for their privacy and rarely speaking publicly about their son's personal life. They issued a joint statement that left many in tears. "We raised our son to be kind, respectful, and strong. We welcomed Ye-jin into our family because she embodies those same values. To see her hurting, to know that cruel words caused it, breaks our hearts. She is our daughter now, and we stand by her." This public show of support from Hyun Bin's family not only added emotional weight to the situation but also revealed the depth of love and unity within the couple's family circle. Media outlets scrambled to cover the story. Journalists reached out to agency representatives, family friends, and fellow actors. The industry colleagues expressed shock, with some coming forward to share their own struggles with cyberbullying. Actress Park Bo-young commented during an interview, "Son Ye-jin has always been a role model to me. Seeing her in pain reminds us how damaging thoughtless hate can be." Mental health professionals weighed in as well. Dr. Kim Minutes J., psychologist specializing in celebrity mental wellness, explained, "We often forget that public figures live with a magnifying glass over their lives. Online hate can trigger anxiety, depression, and self-doubt, even in the strongest individuals." As the day went on, the flood of public sympathy grew. Fans organized virtual support rallies, fan letters poured into agency inboxes, and a candlelight digital vigil was scheduled via live stream that night. Yet amidst the chaos, Hyun Bin and Son Ye-jin remain mostly silent beyond the initial statement. Sources close to the couple said they were focusing on healing together, away from cameras, screens, online noise. In a world where celebrity news often fades as fast as it arrives, this story resonated differently. It exposed the raw human side of two stars usually placed on a pedestal. It reminded fans that even the brightest stars can feel broken. And it raised an urgent question that society must answer: when will we stop confusing freedom of speech with freedom to harm? As the dust began to settle, the world watched closely to see how Hyun Bin and Son Ye-jin would move forward. The hours following Hyun Bin's emotional message were filled with speculation, concern, and a growing conversation about the toll fame takes on mental health. Yet what happened next proved to be not only a powerful statement of resilience, but also a potential turning point for South Korea's entertainment industry. Rather than retreating completely from the public eye, Son Ye-jin and Hyun Bin made a quiet but symbolic appearance 2 days later. Hand in hand, dressed in simple, modest attire. Couple was seen visiting a local community center for youth mental health advocacy. No media statements were made. The message was clear: they were choosing compassion over silence, and action over despair. Photos of their appearance circulated widely. Netizens responded with admiration, noting how the couple's response exemplified maturity and heart. One tweet read, "In a world full of noise, Hyun Bin and Son Ye-jin just gave the loudest message: lead with kindness." Meanwhile, the entertainment industry began to take notice. Several agencies, inspired by the overwhelming response to the situation, initiated discussions about implementing stronger digital protection for their artists. One major talent agency, J-Star Media, announced it would begin partnering with cybersecurity experts and mental health professionals to monitor and report hate speech directed at its artists in real time. "We can no longer treat online bullying as just part of the job," said J-Star's CEO. "Artists are not machines. Need protection, empathy, and safe spaces to thrive." This call to action sparked a wave of public demand for reform. Petition urging the government to enforce stricter penalties for cyberbullying gained over 500,000 signatures in less than 72 hours. In response, lawmakers confirmed they were reviewing existing online harassment legislation, with a promise to introduce stronger regulatory measures by the end of the year. Back in the Hyun Bin Son Ye-jin household, sources close to the couple said their bond had only grown stronger. In private moments shared with fans through handwritten letters and carefully chosen social media posts, Son Ye-jin spoke about the power of love, resilience, and truth. "There were nights I cried alone," admitted in one post. "But I also saw how many people stood up for us. Much love still exists in this world. It gave me strength, and it reminded me why we tell stories in the first place, to connect, to heal." Mental health experts also praised the couple's response as a model for recovery. Dr. Choi Eun-kyung, runs a wellness clinic in Seoul, said, "By openly addressing pain and showing strength in unity, Hyun Bin and Son Ye-jin became more than actors, they became advocates." The ripple effects didn't stop there. Online influencers, YouTubers, and drama bloggers began self-policing their own content more rigorously, deleting past posts that could be interpreted as hateful or invasive. Some even launched kindness campaigns among their followers, encouraging more positive engagement online. Schools also joined the movement. Educators began incorporating discussions of digital responsibility into media and ethics classes, using Son Ye-jin's story as a case study. For Hyun Bin's parents, their heartfelt statement continued to resonate. Media outlets invited family counselors and cultural analysts to discuss the significance of such rare public support from Korean parents, particularly in the conservative entertainment landscape. "It's rare and powerful," said Professor Lee Ji-hoon, an expert in media culture. Their words broke the generational silence, proving that empathy is universal and timeless. As weeks turned into months, the media storm calmed, but the cultural impact remained. Hyun Bin and Son Ye-jin resumed work, but with clear boundaries in place. They requested limited press access and insisted on mental health clauses in future contracts. In the final moments of this story, at least for now, the couple offered a message to fans: "Thank you for seeing us. Thank you for choosing kindness. Let's all be more careful with our words, they matter more than we think." This incident, while painful, sparked a national reflection. It challenged the public to rethink celebrity culture, to question the way we consume fame, to remember that at the heart of every headline is a human